How am I going to hold this up now? Hello, whoever joins, just bear with me a second. Just trying to organise this stuff. 4 people now. Woo. Oh, 6 people now. Okay, pretty much cleared this desk now. Pretty much cleared. By the way, anyone who's here at the moment, the 6 people, do you know what hub this is directly in front of you? This style of Sturmy Archer. If anyone knows, there is no prize, fortunately. Is anyone in chat? Is anyone in chat? How do I work this live? I can't play any music today. I've got too many copyright strikes last time. But I'm just here, just almost clearing everything up. People keep on coming and going. I don't know how I'm gonna. I want to work on the work. I don't know how I'm gonna hold my. Should have worked this out before. Is that gonna work? Maybe. Yeah, that might work. Okay, so the Kirk is being relegated. It is just going to be a sort of display bike now. So I've already taken off the Pace RC35 fork, and I'm just putting on a rigid fork. This rigid fork is too big though, so I've got another one to go on with the Gervin Flex stem, and I don't know, it might ride once in a while. Who knows? I don't know. But the frame on this particular one is just too flexy. I was riding it to work and it just didn't. It genuinely felt like it was going to snap. Is this going to confuse the? Oh, that might work. Let's put that off. How are you all doing today? The sun is out. It is beautiful. Oh, I've got my phone on as well, so I can see if anything happens. That is tight. It's a bit of a lag. Screwdriver. You're keeping busy with the lockdown? No one's talking to me today. I need to get that off. Get that out. Disconnect that. Ten. I don't know if I've just lost Wi-Fi. On the Kirk, I did not sort the wobble. That's why I'm just relegating it now to a occasional rider with a rigid fork or just a display bike. So yeah, the pace fork is on, but I didn't want to strip it down and just get rid of it, so I'll find something to do with it. It's a shame really, because this Kirk is a nice bike. The other one that I had, which I unfortunately sold, didn't wobble at all. Good news on the bike front as well. I may have found a very nice rally. A very nice rally indeed. So please, no one buy it if you find it. Because I'm having it. I want it. Is that fork off? Hammer. Just changing out the crown race. Crown race off. Just got this replacement fork. It was just the It's nothing special, it's just a new one, but it should get the bike working if it needs to. If it needs to roll around, then awesome. Okay, that appears to be fully seated now. Maybe just one more hit at the back. Just using this aluminium collar so it doesn't damage the bearing surface. Well, yeah, that's why I'm hoping the rigid fork might help it behave. Maybe it was the pace fork on it that was making everything that so much worse in the wobble, but it definitely didn't feel safe to ride. Hello, whoever. I can't pronounce that, but hello. Fresh bearings for it. And now that I've finally cleared this workbench, I can get back to the bikes. Where's my cloth? Okay, let's do this. Probably gonna need some, need some spacers. Just a 1 inch. Let's try 5mm. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Bit of grease in the tube. Hey Brazil, how you doing over there? Hey Toby. The star of the show has turned up. There she is. You okay, Tov? It's 4:30, it's telling me it's dinner time. Stretch it out. You've been sunbathing all day. Toby. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Just a bit of grease on those brake post mounts. Stuck at home, aren't we all? I've took this week off on holiday because I was sick of working at home. And I'm glad they did because it's so sunny. Perfect way to spend the day. Oh yeah. Perfect. I'm actually loving working out in the garage. Just clearing it all out. Getting through hubs. Getting through pedals. Free wheels. All of them. Just getting them out of the way. Should be right. There it is. That sits around there. Okay. That sits there. Where's my wheels? 4K? You expect 4K? On this tablet, what am I on? I'm on a Lenovo, something or other. Stretching the Wi-Fi to the max. Hi Singapore, how are you doing over there? I have a pair of old Shimano Alivio brake levers, and in one brake lever the spring broke. Is the spring really necessary, or could I use it on some build? Ooh, good question. Let's have a look. Well, if you think about it, these old road levers do not have a spring, so they work off obviously calipers, and the caliper will return to where it wants to be, like out. So when you squeeze it in, you are compressing the caliper, and then the caliper is doing the work and pushing out. So I would say, as long as it's something like that and there is something reacting against it, like the caliper, the cantilevers might do it. I'm not entirely sure on the cantilever. I know the cantilevers have a bit of tension in there. What are the other types? Disc brake. Honestly, I've never had a cable disc brake, so I'm not sure. V-brakes as well, they react. It should be okay, as long as the brake itself at the bottom end is reacting as well. It should be okay. But try it first before you use it. Do I have a Sturmey Archer drum brake? I technically do. I have two, but they're not for sale, unfortunately, sorry. They're for the BSA. Hello France, how you doing? For those of you that just joined, I'm just literally putting the Kirk back to a rigid fork. It had the Pace RC35 on it before, but it was getting a lot of flex in the frame, and it was very uncomfortable to ride. Very uncomfortable, didn't like it at all. So I bought a rigid fork, put a rigid fork on it, and I'll try it out and see if that's any better. I'm not sure it's going to be, but we can only try. Where did that slip now? Okay, it's not too bad. tighter than cables. I don't like how loose that is. I might put the brakes on the next spring tension. It's 16:42. I'm probably going to go to about 5 o'clock on this. Yeah, that should be better. Because Torby's going to want to dinner. He's hanging around. Watching. Are these live streams something that you want to see, by the way? Because I can do them for the rest of this week, probably. Hi from Vietnam. Hello, Vietnam. Tuned in. Hello, 15 people. 16 people. Hello, 16. We've got Vietnam, we've got Philippines, France, UK, don't know. Yeah, in the UK, braking on front brake on the right, so that's natural from us. I believe it comes from the motorbikes. Let's give it a bit of a stretch. Well, the garage of mine at the moment is kind of messy, so I'm not sure you want a garage like this. I have cleaned up a little bit. But we're getting there. Okay, let's get the rear wheel back on. What's that do? Okay, we're almost there. Okay. Do I keep some of the bikes I restore or sell? Keep most of them, to be honest. Yeah, I sell. Let's say that I have refurbished. Let's go between half of them I sell and then half of them I keep. Let's just say that. Let's go between half of them I sell and then half of them I keep. Where do I get most of my parts from? Honestly, eBay. Sometimes I find them on the Facebook Marketplace. There might be stuff floating around in various groups, specific groups. I do use a couple of main people on eBay if I need stuff. Um, there's a guy in the north of England, Chris Birtwistle. I get some stuff off him. Obviously, Vintage Shimano over in Northern Ireland. We've got Marsan or MSC Cycling Techniques in Poland. God, if I forgot someone I normally use, if it's like cables and stuff, I might just use eBay. Other specific parts, there's a shop, SJS Cycles or St John Cycles. I use them. Okay, let's get out of the stand. what kind of solution do you use to get rid of rust on steel frames? Okay, if you're getting rid of rust on steel frame, I've used oxalic acid before, which is kind of like I think it's a wood bleach of sorts. You just buy the powder, mix it with water in a low concentration, and then you can dunk the frame. However, if you leave it too long, there is a yellow residue that kind of sticks to it. I've used it on the Cloud Butler before, which was pretty good. Um, it worked. It was great on that. And have I used it on anything else? I've used it on chrome parts and stuff. You could also, of course, use Evapo-Rust if you had that much. Uh, it's quite expensive, so you need quite a bit of it to soak a frame. Day job. Day job. I'm kind of a technician. Um, Getting into the engineering side of it a bit more. So I'm actually at college at the moment, learning about engineering, learning about welding. Sort of a mature student, if you will, because I'm about twice the age of everyone else there. German Eroica, I would love to go to the German one or the Dutch one, the Italian one, any of them. Probably not this year. I need to get some more stuff sorted, but yeah, I am looking at going to some on the continent because it doesn't look like the UK one is happening again. They've gone quiet, they won't talk to anyone, which is a shame. So yeah, I don't know what's happening with the UK one. Yeah, no, I think the few bikes that I've found with Dior XT for £50 have been quite lucky. Um, Obviously, if you know what you've got, you can add the scene tax, if you will, onto it. Um, but yeah, I've been very lucky with what I found on the Carrera, for example. That was all XT. I'm just about to potentially buy another bike, which is XT. But if I haven't got the parts, I've had to shell out for them. Like the DX components on a Diamondback Apex, which I've built from scratch, is a few £100 to buy the components. Rust inside the frame. Do you know what? I've never specifically tried anything on that, so it could be something that I look at trying. I was on one of the frames going to pour some, obviously, like you say, the rust converter down it and flush it round and get it out there. I know on cars previously you can get the wax or spray, which can go on the inside and protect it after. So I might try that as well. Pilokun, what do you mean about the proper frames in good condition? You just struggle to find it. There are frames out there. Um, yeah, I've the Steve Goff that I got was a great frame, and that's in excellent condition. Actually, my Diamondback Apex was a original frame as well, in great condition. Ah, okay, scratched up. Yeah, some people just leave them lying around against stuff. It's just the, I guess, nature of the beast. The Shimano, was it the FFS, the front freewheel system? I haven't actually come across that yet. I've seen RJ, I think, did a video on that. I'd be interested to see what it looks like or how it rides. Yeah, it would be interesting to see what that was like. But there's the Kirk all back together. I need to put some pedals on it and then just double check everything over it and then give it a ride. If you hadn't seen the start of it, the stream, then the Pace RC35 came off it because of the sheer amount of frame flex in it. I would agree. 26-inch mountain bikes are awesome. Yeah, I love them. Like I would, if I had enough space, I would collect pretty much every one that I saw. I've obviously got the Kirk, got two Scots, two Specialised at the moment, one Rockhopper Comp and one Rockhopper KHS, uh, Montana, Montana Comp, sorry, love that bike. The Carrera, my latest one, yeah, got that. Proflex 853, love that bike. And my Diamondback Apex, actually. Oh, actually, I've got a Schwinn Series 90 PDG and a Cannondale as well, tucked away. I need to do something with them. How do I get this up? The powder coating. Powder coating costs me. They've just upped their prices. I didn't realise the last time I took the stuff there, so now a frame and fork costs me £60, I think it was. Before it was 40. So it's yeah, it's a nice increase there. Yeah, I would agree with the 29-inch wheels. To be honest, like on my stump jumper, I've not got on with it yet. It still feels huge, absolutely huge. 26-inch is great. 29 is great for speed and rolling over stuff, but you just feel huge on it. Unused original real wheels. I mean, it depends on your preference. Um, I would probably use them. I would end up using them. Like some of the stuff that I've bought has been brand new, and I've chucked it on there and used it. But I like to use stuff. If it gets scratched, it gets scratched. Um, yeah, keep them clean if you want to keep them clean, and just leave them off the bike. Munich. Okay, we're about to make some barbecue tonight. Would you like to join? I would love to come to Munich and have a barbecue. It's barbecue weather here. standard finishes, Mitch. Yeah, £60 for standard finishes. They do metallics and other special finishes, and it's generally, I think it's 10% more, 15% more. I can't remember. Yeah, but I can't remember what it's called now. They're starting a new coating system as well. So they're doing powder coating, and I forgot about it. It's on my Instagram, but yeah, they've got that one on there as well, which I'm looking at trying because it looks quite good. Apparently, a lot of the bike industry are using it now. Da, 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 da. What am I going to do now? I need to tighten up that headset. Yeah, it is sunny out here. It's super sunny. It's been nice all week. Been off all week, working in the garage, cleaning it all up. It's a shame about the lockdown, otherwise we'd be outside a bit more, riding on the trails. I can't wait to get back over Cannock. I'm missing riding over there. Wife? Don't have a wife. There's no one to tell me no, apart from the cat. Chris, you've joined us. And I was just about to pack up as well. Fell off my bike. Oh god, that was ages ago now. That was like the one at Bike Park Wales was probably about, it's coming up to 2 years now. It'll be 2 years this year, where I ruined my shoulder. But yeah, that's all recovered now. How you doing anyway, Chris? Just been working on the Kirk, actually I'll put it back in shot. There we go. Okay, I think I'm back. I lost connection there for a second. What are we saying? Over 27 inch. Oh, dropped you. I can't move the vice, it's bolted to the bed, it's bolted to the bench even. 27 inch wheel with a ding on the side, braking, it's kind of wobbly. Is it worth to fix it? I don't know. Is it worth much to you? How about the ding on it? Like if it's affecting your braking, can't be good. But you can generally pick up other 27 inch wheel sets pretty cheap, or even replace the rim. you ever thought of opening your own bike restoration store? I mean, that would be cool, wouldn't it? To own your own store. But from, speaking to the bike shop, my local bike shop, they it's a struggle sometimes. So support your local bike shops. So yeah, it'd be interesting to try it, but I'm nowhere near that sort of stage to open up a shop and do restorations, because many people don't like the powder coating. So I'm going to move into spraying a bit more. So the Scott will get sprayed. Perfect weather for it, but unfortunately I don't have anywhere but outside to spray. Yes, Chris, the Kirk. The Kirk. I've just put that rigid fork on it just to see if it helps, see if it stops the wobble. If it doesn't, it's going on the wall. See, this is what I say about powder coating. It's a more resilient finish. In my experience, spraying, cost versus cost, if I got X amount of paint cans the same price as the powder coating, then I could very easily scratch off the paint, uh, and the powder coating would stay on. But yeah, there is plus sides and downsides for both. Like the powder coating covers up lugs pretty easy. It fills in details, whereas the spraying wouldn't. So, but yeah, a good painted finish should be quite resilient. Yeah, here's one up next anyway. We've got the Carrera, going to service that tomorrow. That's a new wheel set for the Hercules. Got a specialised rock upper here to service. Got my got the 531C Colin Lewis to service, and then and then yeah, lots. The service be live? Don't think so. Uh, I might. I'm going to try and, while I'm at home, do a bit more live. But yeah, it's kind of difficult to mount this tablet in a good spot for the Wi-Fi. As you can see, it keeps on dropping out. But on that note, guys, it's been over an hour now. So I'm going to say thank you for joining me. I'm going to go and get Torvi her dinner, and I'll catch you again soon. So yeah, thanks for joining me for this hour. Stay safe.